and stuff. Okay, but it's 33 of them burning already today, up to today. Okay, it says if you will remember, New Mexico just experienced one of the worst wildfires that it has ever seen. Conditions throughout most of the western United States are ideal for wildfires right now. As U.S. Today reported, much of the western half of the country is under a red flag warning right now. Throughout the internal West, firefighters have told for days and scourging record-setting heat against fires fueled by prolonged drought. That's right, it's a drought. Okay, it's a drought, which is going to basically lead to that famine. Okay, all right, because the Lord he's restricting rain. Okay, which his name is Yahawashi. Okay, Yahawah being the name of the Heavenly Father, and who you early called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahawashi. Okay, in the Hebrew. All right, they the ones sending these plagues, man, of fire. Okay, and drought, so that it don't rain to fuel this fire. Okay, it says most, if not all, of Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana were under a red flag warnings, nearly extreme fire danger, meaning extreme fire danger, meaning a wildfire could just break out like that due to the dry conditions. But wait, don't this kind of thing happen last year too? Yes, it did. In fact, 2011 was one of the worst years ever for wildfires in America. The following is a short excerpt from an EarthSky article. Thousands of wildfires raged across the United States last year, 2011, burning a record amount of land, especially in the southern U.S. In fact, 2011, the third most active fire season since 1960, when this record keeping begun with respect to acre burning, according to parliamentary data released from the National the NIFC, in late December 2011. The NIFC will be releasing an official summary report detailing the 2011 wildfire season later in 2012, but for now you can read some of the details in the State of the Climate Wildfire 2011 report from the NOAA. During 2011, a total of 73,484 wildfires burned an estimated 8,706,852 acres. That's 35,235 square kilometers of land across the United States. Why didn't they bring that information out? They're not going to bring that information out because they don't want to scare people. Okay, all right, they don't want to scare people. Okay, but your leaders are getting scared. Okay, and these people that's dealing with this, all right, in these respectable states, okay, where these fires had took place and where they happening now, they see that it's unnatural, man. Meaning it has to be an act of Yahawashi, which is a form of vengeance and judgment on the wicked, which is these people here in America that love it. Okay, that's crazy. 73,484 wildfires were reported last year. Wildfires activity during 2011 was exponentially high and was only exceeding in the historical record by wildfire activity during the years of 2006 and 2007. We have seen highly unusual wildfire activity throughout America in recent years. In the article quoted above, you can find a chart which shows that wildfire activity in the United States has been far above normal during the past decade. Wildfire records have only been kept since 1960. The 6 worst years on record for wildfires in the U.S. have all happened since the year 2000. The following is from an Earth Island Journal article that I found. In the United States, where some of the most accurate wildfire statistics are kept, the 6 worst fire seasons in the past 50 years have occurred since 2000. In Texas, nearly 4 million acres were burned in 2011. 4 million, damn, double the previous record. This includes the Bass Rip fire last September that destroyed 1,600 homes and became the most destructive fire in Texas history. In Arizona, more than 1 million acres were burned in 2011, a new record. The Willow Fire, which destroyed nearly a 500,000 acres, was the largest fire in Arizona history. The Pawnee Creek Fire in northern Minnesota became the third largest fire in state history when it burned 100,000 acres in September 11. Most of this is an unprecedented 16-mile run on a single day. Damn. So what does all this mean? It means that the number of wildfires in the United States is increasing and wildfires are becoming more powerful and doing more damage. Okay? So what is causing all this? The truth is that this is happening because we are seeing exponentially dry conditions throughout the western half of the United States. In fact, according to the U.S. National Academy of Science, the U.S. Interior West is now the driest that it has been in 500 years. The eastern half of the country also gets very hot during the summer, but they don't have as many wildfires because they get a lot more rain. Many areas in the western half of the country, Salaki, it says many areas in the western half of the country have been experienced drought conditions for quite a few years, and there seems to be no end in sight for the drought. If you go check out the U.S. Drought Monitor, you will see that almost the entire southwest United States is experiencing some level of drought right now. So what will July and August bring? It is kind of frightening to think about that. Early this year, I wrote an article that published that we could actually see Dust Bowl conditions return to the middle of the United States. Many readers were skeptical of that article. Now, if you understand, what was that? I think it was during the time of the Great Depression. It was a massive famine in the United States, and they called it the Dust Bowl. Basically, the Midwest was so depleted of water, and it was receiving all these record high temperatures that no crops was able to grow, and it literally became these fields where these people were growing their crops or whatever. It literally became a big ass desert almost because nothing was growing. And now people think it's funny, being skeptical of that article. Okay, but the Lord, He gonna send famine on this land. Okay, all right. I did a sit down a while back about these genetically modified crops that the U.S. government had allowed Monsanto to plant in the United States, from Texas all the way up to what they call up towards the Midwest, where they grow mainly all the bread for the, the United States. Basically, all that crops that's growing now is basically genetically modified foods, and it's supposed to be a drought resistant seed. Okay, because your leaders know that famine is coming. It's just you peons don't know. Okay, and a lot of you peons, you don't even mind eating genetically modified foods, which is proven to cause health problems and even death, man. Okay, and it's because it's not natural. It's an abomination. Okay, all right. So famine is coming. All right, and a lot of these areas that's getting hit with this fire, they do grow certain type of crops and even raise certain type of animals that you people consume on a daily basis. Like for an example, last year when they said Texas, a good part of it burned, beef went up because they wasn't able to grow any type of what was that, any type of grass or whatever. So the animals that fed off the grass, okay, they got sick. And then there's an article that came out. I haven't done a lesson on it. I don't know if I would, but it said that they're growing genetically modified grass, and it killed cows, man. So this place is done, man. And famine is right around the corner, okay. And a lot of you peons gonna die, man. Okay, because you wicked, man. All right, being skeptical. Okay, it says, but as much as the western United States continue to experience bone dry conditions and continue to be ravaged by wildfires, perhaps more people will understand how bad things are really getting in the interior West. And when they gonna